Hello today. So I'm going to be talking about my third song, so it's my sample song. So this is the song that I made, just out of samples. Probably it's not my favourite song out of all of them. To be honest with you, I feel it. It's good, but not compared to my other songs that I've recorded. So we'll have a little play of it, and then we'll just have a little talk about, obviously, we're talking about the static mix, signal to noise ratio, dBFS, dynamic range, headroom, EQ, compression, effects used. There's no melody, so I'm not talking about that. Automation, and obviously what went well, what didn't, what can be improved. So I'll just give you a little play. Alright, cool. So there we go. So there's just a little taster of the song. Obviously, you would have listened to it beforehand. So right, we're going to talk about the static mix. So the static mix is samples. So I've recorded these all of its samples. So for instance, I can talk to you about the samples as well. So a lot of it, if I'm honest with you, is raised up quite high because recording it, it was easy, but a lot of it was quite sort of, could have been recorded louder. Do you know what I mean? So a lot of it is boosted quite high on like the EQ and sort of on the faders and volume wise. So we've got like the hi-hat panned, which comes in here. Yeah. See, it's a very low volume. Coming in there, it's quite low volume as well. And the claps as well. A lot of it was recorded for a mic. Obviously, I recorded some of it at home. Most of the samples were from a Yamaha keyboard, so I did record them. I like the sounds from them. I could have probably recorded them digitally in, but nah. The whole point of samples is you record it for a mic, and yeah. So we'll record it that way. Static mix is pretty just increased volume really. That's all I've got to say. I'm slightly panned, and that's it. The signal to noise ratio, I don't know how I'm going to explain this one because I didn't use a noise gate. The only possible way I could explain it would be recording this. You can hear some noise. As the song builds up, you can hear some noise. I'm trying to think of somewhere else, maybe. Not that. No, that wasn't. This is a good example. So, well, I was showing you there, but with playing the notes, if I turn the volume up and play it on the keyboard, can you hear the noise in the background? So I won't play. Actually, no, I probably could play it on the keyboard. So you can't really hear it when I'm playing at the keyboard. The best example is when I am playing it. You can hear some noise in the background. So really, it's not massive though. Do you know what I mean? So I haven't put a noise gate on. I haven't bothered. But that's only really the noise, you know what I mean, that you can really hear out of all of these sort of channels that and all the tracks that I've been recording. So if you move on to DBFS, so decibels relative to full scale. I'm trying to explain. It's hard to explain on this one as well. You could probably say, like I said, with the hi-hats, they're quite low recorded, but they do sound quite loud and prominent. Maybe that's really because of the reverb. If I turn it off, do you know what I mean? The reverb does, and it's like, look at the EQ. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, we'll be talking about it later, but if you look at the EQ, do you know what I mean? Like, even, you know, I mean, it's really low, but I've increased it quite high up there so you can actually hear it. So yeah, that would be a best example of DBFS. Right, let's move on to, so the dynamic range. It's a quiet track. It's, you know what I mean, because of the samples. Like, we play it through. I've had to increase it quite high on the compressor. I've stuck a limit on 0.2, but then I've put gain up by 7. Really, if I take it off, it'll be peaking, so it doesn't really make. Well, if I take it, oh no, it won't be. I really probably could increase the volume up by there. Do you know what I mean? By +6, and then probably decrease the volume to 0 point, and then probably stick the compressor on. Do you get what I mean? Which probably would make more sense, wouldn't it? I don't know, whatever one sounds better, really. So if I decrease that down to 0.0, and then we increase the compressor up, and we put it on to like +7, which is what it's just doing the same thing, really. But the only difference is it will be. The limit will be limiting more. If I turn it off and I stick it back on there, do you know what I mean? It's peaking. Do you know what I mean? That's the only difference you see. But that's why we have a limiter though. So it only lets one sort of part of the sounds go through 0.1 decibel through. So yeah, I'll leave it like it is on there. Do you know what I mean? It's not doing any harm. Headroom. I've got loads of headroom, considering you mean, because it's quite low recorded, so I've got quite a lot of headroom on each channel and on my mix as a general. EQ, well, I don't know, a lot of it is creative rather than corrective. If we click on the hi-hat again, or we click on this hi-hat, in fact, because there's more hi-hat sounds. Let's just loop this over and play this. So we've got this. Let's just increase the volume up just a bit. There we go. So again, I can't even see where the actual. We've got it on the wrong one. That's why. God. Right, there we go. There we go. There we go. Boom. Right, we can go down. Can we scroll down? Oh, there we go. So we scroll down. So, you know what I mean, we scroll up to like yeah, up to 0 dB. You don't want to 0 dB, but somewhere like there. You can see it's quite low. We scroll down, and we're getting most of the sound sort of out here. This sample was me literally just going, and literally, I just cut it up. The original sample was just literally just that, and I've literally just cut it up and just played it over, and it sounds. I think it sounds really good. It sounds like a really good hi-hat for a sample. I'm really pleased with that. So all I've done is just cut down the lows. That's all I've done. Just literally cut down the lows and just increase the highs. Just literally that's all I've done, and you can just see that there. So if I decrease, I mean, it's not very loud. If I increase it again, it's just, there you go, it's loud. So yeah, that's really all I've done with the EQ for the hi-hat. Yeah, because we've got different hi-hats doing with different effects. I put the reverb is really doing the real work as well. If we stick it on again, do you know what I mean? I don't know why I didn't use what's it called? Space Designer. I used Silververb. Don't know why. I think it sounded alright, and I've stuck it on 20. Sounds good. So yeah. Again, not massive, quite minimum, but you can still hear it. So yeah, that's what I wanted. So it's good. I like the reverb that's on this. I like the effects that are on this. Yeah. So yeah. So talking about the EQ on the hard kick. So this. So if we just move that along. Again, this was recorded from. This is again recorded sample from my laptop. So seems to be quite a lot of EQs going on there. What is going on there? Wow. So for so we've got a increase of the end here, the low end, and decrease of the high end. And I've increased 40 hertz on here. Let's just do. Oh, are you going to click on it? No. Oh, there you go. Right. So yeah, I've increased that. As you can hear it. It's quite woo woo woo. So I've increased it by 9, just to give it a little bit of more power, really, and a bit more sort of woof, if you want to say. And this is really my corrective. So really, the corrective should be in front of the creative. Yeah, that maybe could be talked about in improvements. So there are obviously sounds that I do not want. Apart from that, we can't see the EQ on here. The EQ on this, I love this sound, but it's just so quiet. I'm definitely gonna record this again, because this is a big sound. Everyone I've played this to has said, "Wow, where'd you get that sound from?" And it's not on this one. It should be on this one. There you go. So again, all I've done is just literally increase the volume with the EQ, because it was so low. Look at it, it's on +6. For some reason it's not. Yeah, are we gonna? I think it's been a bit laggy. There we go. Right, so we put it on 0. Do you know what I mean? It's just so quiet. I've got to put it on plus. You know what I mean? Look at the volume of it. It's like minus like 14, which is ridiculous. So I'll put it on plus on the EQ, +7. So at least goes up to. So -10 in a way. I really, to be honest with you, I could probably make it louder if I'm honest with you. It's being really laggy. Why is it being really laggy? I can't let it load up. I can't, mate. Let's just pause it. I can't pause it now. Brilliant. So Logic's having a little bitch fit at the moment. Oh, there we go. So we turned it up. Right, now we've sorted ourselves out. Let's play it again. That's really distorted all on that. So I could probably. Actually, no. Do you know what? I think the reason why I've left it at 7 is if I put it above sort of 8, it becomes, you can hear it starting distorting. So really, yeah, no, I'll leave it at 7, which is where that's the reason why I've left it at 7 and not made it any louder, because you can start hearing it. You can start hearing it to distort, which is what we don't want. We don't want that at all. No. So the other EQ. So it's just the same. It's just the same. It's just the same. So this is giving the bass. So when you hear this, so this is, so if we just, so this is just another sample sound, me going, just literally like that, and I've just EQ'd it down, put it really low down, like on the keyboard pitch wise, and as we can see EQ wise, I've just basically boosted up the lows because that's all I want, and just taken down just all the highs. Simple. It's really not liking this at all, is it? Like, are we gonna? Okay, right. So it's really okay, so we're just gonna wait for Logic to sort of sort itself out. You would have thought with all this money, these Macintoshes would be amazing, but they're not really, are they? They're just sort of just as slow and just as laggy as every other computer out there. Right, so so that's really the EQ. It's just the EQ. So let's move on to the compression. The compression, all I've done. So if we go into the hi-hat, it's really, really minimal compression. I don't really want to loop it over in case it just lags all the time. So really minimal compression. Oh, it's not even. It's not. Wait, we're on the wrong. Oh God, on the wrong channel. Right, there we go. Wait for it. So, mate, it's like it's not even reaching 0.5. It's not even reaching, like, what is it? it's not even reaching 0.5, so I don't even know. Completely minimal, but I don't know if it's helping the sound. The sound's alright. Compression on the hard kick. It's just giving a little bit of compression. I just listen to that again. So yeah, so we're just really. I don't know what, I've compressed it quite a bit, really, and then I don't know. I think making the track, I think, you know what I mean, it sounds better. Do you know what I mean? I liked it a bit more compressed and just boosted up, you know what I mean, the gain, the makeup gain, and that's about it, really. So compression wise, that's really it. With this, there is a bit of compression on the low, so that which no, not that. Wait, where is it? Let me just click it here and just solo it. I don't know where it is in the track though. Where is it in the track? Right. Oh no, we're not even using that channel. Wait, no, we're not using. So we're not even using that. So I've got so many channels on here that I've been mucking around and playing with. So no, we're not even using that. Let's just crack on. Right. So effects used. Obviously I've used the reverb just on here, which I've shown you before. So on the hi-hat, not massive, but enough to be heard. And on this, if we play this, so I've basically used an auto filter, and we've got a bit of reverb on here as well, only by 6%, so into the mix, and that's it. So the auto reverb is really doing all the work, and that's about it. Yeah. Effects wise, oh no, the main sort of effect is what you're hearing is on the clap, and that is delay. So if we listen to this. So yeah, sorry. This is the delay that I've put on the hi-hat, and I've also sent it to a bus, and we've got sample delay on this, so all the way up. And literally what I've done is, rather than put the notes into MIDI, I've literally I've just basically just put them just on top of each other. I don't know, are they in MIDI? No. So tell a lie. That's just totally wrong. They are in MIDI, and what I've done is just looped them over, just as an audio region. Just looped them over, and the delay is really doing all the work. So as it gets more delay, the note comes back in again, and then towards the end it just goes up so high that So that's the other effect that I put on. I thought that was pretty cool as it comes in to and then with the auto filter and the main chords, it's sort of building up. So yeah, we'll move on. Melodyne didn't use automation, right? So from the effects that we used, as you can see, the automation I've put on from the cutoff of the auto filter. So we're on this at the moment. So yeah, where's the auto filter on here? We'll probably see it moving up. Where is it on there? Where's the auto? Oh, there we go. So the auto filter cutoff. There we go. So it's the cutoff that's moving up. Can you see it moving up? So I've slowly. So I've put it like that, so I've liked it like that, so it builds up, which is what I wanted, So that's the automation that I've done on that. And the other automation as well is, because the delay kept on ringing out, as you can still hear now, I didn't like that, but because I put it on a bus, maybe I talk for improvements, could have put it not on a bus. I put it into an actual channel, because you have a channel obviously on the mixer that you can see, but I actually put it on the channel on the actual arrange page. So I've done that, and literally just faded it out with just automation volume. Do you know what I mean? That's all I've done. So yeah, so right, we'll come to the end. So really, in conclusion, what went well was, I thought, getting all my samples, which I love the sound of the samples. I love them, which was brilliant. There's other stuff here that, do you know what I mean, that I could have played around with, that I was working on. So really, if I ever get time, I could just make more tracks out of it and stuff, and which is what I really enjoyed. Also enjoyed using the automation. I know I do say I don't like using automation, but the automation as an effect is really brilliant and really good, especially on the delay. I really enjoyed that, and maybe I could put more effects on, like maybe use the reverb as a you know what I mean, in the automation. So yeah, no, that was really cool. What didn't, I thought just simply the samples sounded a bit weak, as in like quality wise. They, you know what I mean, I think they could have recorded them better, much better in fact. But then that's what you get when you record stuff at home on, you know what I mean, £100 or whatever, £50, you know what I mean, keyboard and not plugged in. So yeah, and what could be improved? Simple fact is, I think musically it's not amazing. It's quite a weak track, if I'm honest with you. A little bit more time put into it, and I reckon I could make something decent out of it, something quite interesting, especially with the samples. But also again, like recording the samples in better quality. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. I know. Also, one other thing. I just seen on the channel is on the hi-hat channel. I've also used echo for the effects. So yeah. Where is it? Where's some? Hang on. I'll just open it there. So yeah, I've used the echo on here. So if we open the window up here, just get a good picture of the. So so if we open that again, so go back to the effects. So on the hi-hat, I mean, so on the bus, the hi-hat reverb, I've got Space Designer, so reverb on that channel. That's probably why I did, and I've got echo, so the echo is making obviously the echo, and obviously I've got the sample delay as well. So yeah, but yeah, so they're the effects. I've forgotten to obviously talk about the echo and stuff. So yeah, that's the effects. But what can be improved? Yeah, just simple fact. I think it just sounds a bit rushed, and maybe I could put more sounds and more instruments into the track and make it a little bit more interesting. So yeah.